Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Billy Keels with Keep on Cash Flow. I'm back, and I want to talk to you about one of the metrics that is probably the most key and the one that gets most of you will get most of you started in your investing career, and that is the return on investment. Specifically, I'm going to talk to you about something called cash return on investment, because a lot of times that's what you may mean, but that's not necessarily what you'll say. But the reason that I want to talk to you about this is I think most of you know that I love to play the game Cash Flow 101. And with that game, it's one of the ways that helps to really, by practicing, helps you to experience over and over and over and over different scenarios. And through that, it gives you the opportunity to, learn, grow, make a lot of mistakes, and get better even as you go by. So when we talk about the return on investment, as I've been watching a number of the people play, specifically in Barcelona, I watched them go through the motions, and they were seeing ROI and ROI and ROI and ROI. But recently, I asked somebody to tell me what ROI meant. And so when there was kind of a blank look, I thought, let's take this and use it as a learning moment. So I want to share with you one of these cards. I'm not going to use the exact card, but this is one of the small deals. But I'm going to use a similar example so that you get an idea of what a return on investment is and why it can be important for you, and most importantly, how you can use that as you go out and you look for investment opportunities. So I'm just going to change something really quickly, put myself here in the side. Hopefully you can see me, but not too much. And let's go right into the example of what we're talking about when we're talking about return on investment. I'm going to use an example, and most of you know that I love to talk about multifamily real estate. So we're going to use a multifamily example, and we're going to say that you're going to go out and you're going to make a purchase price of a building, and that building, you're going to go out and you're going to pay $1 million for that building. That could be €1 million, that could be $1 million. Let's say that you're going to use $1 million. In this particular example, you're also going to take out a loan, but the money that you're going to come up with for your down payment, you're actually going to be putting down 200,000. Right? Once again, that can be euros, that can be dollars, it can be whatever your currency is. It's just for the example. So when you put that $200,000 down as part of the down payment, what that means is you're going to then take up a mortgage, and that mortgage is going to be 800,000, which gives you the difference between the 200,000 and the 800,000, gives you the purchase price of $1 million. And we're going to say that this particular investment gives you a net monthly cash flow of 1,000 per month. And return on investment, by definition, one of the things that it does is it looks at over a period of time. Let's call that time period 12 months. So if we take that $1,000 or euros per month, multiply that by 12, you're actually looking at 12,000 in terms of your annual per year is what you're looking at. 12,000 per year. Let me make that a little bit prettier here. Make that 12,000 per year. And that's what you have. So that's where we're going to start from. These are some of the basic principles. So basically what we want to look now is, what is your return on your investment or your actual cash? So one of the better ways to talk about this is, what is your cash return on investment? So let's call that ROI. And specifically, I'm just going to put here a C, which means cash return on investment. So let's look at what you've actually done. You've used, in a year, you were able to come up with $12,000 or 12,000 euros. And you look at that based on what you initially put in. And so what you initially put in was 200,000. And in that 12-month period, let's look at what that return is for you. So that return is the 12,000 that we looked at before, divided by the 200,000 that you've actually placed. So what we want to do is 200,000 that you've placed, the 12,000 divided by the 200,000 that you've actually placed of your down payment, and that equals a 6% return. So if we go back and we can look at that, and we can see that that is a 6% return, cash return on investment. So the idea now that you have this you've gone from the data that you had to now you have a bit more information, so that you placing your 200,000 in one place was able to return 12,000 during the first 12-month period. So the question that you should be asking yourself is, if you had $200,000 to use, is that $200,000 best placed in this return that's going to give you a cash return on your money in the first 12 months of 6%, or should you be looking for something that is more? Or maybe you want to look at a different type of investment that can give you less, but even less risk, quote unquote. So, is it just to help you understand where does the cash return on investment come from? What can you use? How can you use that information to better gauge it against other investment opportunities, so that it can help you know whether you should put your money in one place or put it in another place. So that was because the cash on cash return on investment keeps coming up. I thought we'd just take a little look at it in the video. I hope this has been really helpful for you. If it has been helpful for you, I have an ask for you. Could you make sure that you share this video with your friends so they can also bring value to them? I'd really appreciate that. And also too, as one of the things that I'm going to include in this video and talk a little bit about it in my book, I'm going to give you a free copy of my book for continuing to watch. So I'll leave that in the video here. So once again, if you can share this video with your friends, I'd really appreciate that. And also leave any comments that you have here or just below in the box that's here. So once again, my name is Billy Keels with Keep on Cash Flow. That's my 2 cents for today. And as always, hasta la próxima.